Hi y'all! Hello guys, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. It's been a long time, I know. Jeez, oh my goodness. I know, what happened, you know what happened, don't you? You know, for you guys that watch, are my avid watchers, thank you for, sticking with me in the channel and everything. You know that back in November, I took 3 weeks off because I was kind of really ill with flu, sciatica and a dodgy foot. Oh man, it was tough. And you know the story of that because I let you guys know what was going down with me, why I hadn't been on the channel. And then I recorded some videos for that week and then I was off again. So I think when I counted it up, because we're nearing the 7th, and I think it was the 7th of November that I actually went off. And then I came back near, I think it might have been something like, I don't know, the 30th of November or something when I re-recorded something. And then I went off again around the 30th or the 7th of December, something like that in between those dates. And then I came back again and I said, okay, I'm going to be more consistent. I'm a lot better. And I was a lot better and I have been a lot better. Thank you, Lord, because it was a bad illness back in November. But then, obviously, you guys know that I had, because I was ill, I had this huge backlog of clients. I mean, loads of them. Loads and loads and loads and loads and loads. Especially on the year aheads. I mean, I had people ordering other readings, but also a lot of year aheads, because it's the time of year when you have a lot of people wanting to do their 12-month forecast, that type of thing. And don't get me wrong, my website has always been I'm very proud of what I've created with the website. I'm very proud of the fact that I've created a very successful business. I'm now branching into other areas and things like that. It's great. But I noticed that because I'd been ill as well. Sorry, that's my Alexa. Alexa, don't turn on. I'm not talking to you. I noticed because I'd been ill, I'd had a lot of clients, and then I had more clients coming in for the year ahead. So I think all in all, in around 2 months, because we're nearing the 7th anyway, and when this reading goes up, it's probably going to be around the 7th of January or something like that. So all in all, in around 2 months, I've only been on twice. Sorry guys, I'm really sorry, but first it was illness, and then it was, it's taken me literally 2 months to get all of the year aheads and the other readings done and down. And I'm now comfortably at a position where I can finally come back onto YouTube and record. So I just really wanted to come and explain why I haven't been on, why I've not been consistent with the channel. It's because I've been really busy on the website. So instead of putting up a weekly this week, I'm going to put up a month ahead. So we're also going to look at, I know it's a little bit late, I know, but yeah, we're going to look from around January 7th through to February 7th. Okay, so we're going to look whatever time I know that this is going up, I'm going to put it from there. So we're going to look around January 7th or 8th through to February 7th or 8th. So we're going to do a monthly like that. And instead of having the 1st of Jan to the end of Jan, we're going to have a look at, Jan to, Feb, whatever the dates are, okay, that I start, all right? So that's what we're going to do. All right, let's get on with the reading, guys. As from next week, I'll be back onto the weeklies, but really I just wanted to kind of just say thank you and put out a couple of kind of largest readings out to you guys, all right? Love you guys loads. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Hi guys, welcome to your month ahead reading. This is from January the 8th, Wednesday, January the 8th through to February the 7th. Is that right? Yeah, February. I'm not very good at these dates. Okay, no, we're going to go from January the 8th through to February 8th, okay? I think that's kind of like a full month on sort of thing, isn't it? Yeah. So we're looking at the next sort of 4 weeks or so, okay? From January 8th, 2020 through to February 8th, 2020, okay? Because I'm starting a little bit later, just 1 week kind of into the month. For your month ahead this week, and I will be back with weeklies, guys. It's just that I fancy doing a month ahead this week. We are going to use one of the newest decks that I've got. I actually had this for my family for Christmas. It's all the way from America. It's a lovely deck. I really like this. The Tarot Elementals. Tarot of the Natural. Beautiful. And it's illustrated by 81 artists. Written by Trish. What's that name? Trish Sullivan. Okay, I couldn't see that. Yeah, illustrated by 81 artists. So every single deck, every single card has a different artist. So you'll see the difference in the styles showing up, but it's lovely. It's quite big as well. So we're going to use that. We're probably going to do, I'm wondering I don't even know what spread I'm going to do today, but I just feel that, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to just do a 20 card spread and just talk about what I see in the cards showing up. Well, no, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do a Celtic cross. That's what I'll do. I'll do that today. I haven't done that in a while. Clarifies, we may use the Tarot Grand Lux by Ciro Marchetti. This is another deck. I've got about 3 of these. One for clients, one for YouTube, and one for my own study deck. This is the YouTube one. And for your spiritual advice for the month, we're using either both or one of either. Carl Gray's Keepers of the Light Oracle cards or the Blessed Be cards by Lucy Cavendish. All right, here we go. Bear with me and we're going to make a start on your reading. Hi Cancerians, welcome to your month ahead reading. We're looking at 8th January through to 8th February 2020. So without further ado, let's get on. Right, as you can see, guys, these are, you can probably see my reflections with the cards as well. These are rather large cards. I mean, they're huge, but they're really good to work with. So we're going to have a look at what the present situation is going to be. So what is going to be the energy around Cancer between January to February 2020? Let's have a look. Ooh, the Ten of Cups. So there might be something that's completing itself. I don't always read a 10 as something completing itself. Sometimes it is and sometimes it isn't. All right. The Ten of Cups can be emotional satisfaction, contentment, accomplishment with the 10 of Cups. Cups is all about emotion, desire, feeling. The Ten of Cups is about family matters as well. People that we love. The connections that we make, the environment that we live in, for example, with the Ten of Cups energy showing here. I don't always go to the old adage of, oh, it's a 10, so it's over, it's over. It's not like that. It's not, and there's loads of 10s. There's like 4 of them. So something has to end in multiple. If you get many 10s, then you might get multiple endings around you. So the Ten of Cups is one of those cards that indicates, yeah, there could be something that is coming to a close or something has actually ended with the 10 cycles, closing, endings. But also it can just talk about being comfortable with the people you're around, being comfortable with the family, being happy, being healthy, being satisfied. Let's have a look at what the root is of this 10. What's at the heart of this? What's at the foundation of it? Right. So yeah, something is ending its cycle. It is, because you've got the 9 of Swords. So something is finally coming to a conclusion in a really good way, because we've got a 9 of Swords at the foundation. So therefore, the good thing is that we can see now that this is the ending cycle. I don't always go for the 10s being that, but if something shows to me as being a 9, which means something's completing itself, we can see with the 9 of Swords as well. This is the 9 of Air. 9 of Swords, 9 of Air is about worry and fear and anxiety. However, it's leading to the energy around you guys in January that this actually is coming to the end of its cycle. Now, the good thing is with this is that the cycle is ending in a very, very good way, because it's a 10 of Cups. So if it's a 10 of Cups, you might have been suffering that, but it's going to end beautifully. All right. So in other words, these two cards are actually suggesting together that it works out for the best. Things work out for the best. If we'd had a different card here, for example, something like, I don't know, the Tower or something like that. Excuse me, I'm getting a cold. And I said, oh my God, but this is really good, okay? You have been worried here. The root issue for the 10 of Cups energy, something's coming to a conclusion in a really good way, is because there's been worry. The other reason for that 10 of Cups is there's an individual here. All right, so the other reason that something is coming to the end of its cycle, which is the worry, is because you've got somebody around you doing that, Cancerians. It's the King of Wands, King of Fire it's called on here. Now, the King of Wands we know is a very kind of positive and jovial and upbeat type of an individual. This is somebody who's got a can-do attitude. This is somebody who is determined. This isn't someone who's going to allow things to get him down for very long. So it might be that what's influencing this energy here, or why this energy here of the Nine of Swords is coming to a conclusion here with the Ten of Water, or straight Ten of Cups, is because there is someone here, a very positive character, albeit, that is very much intrinsic to this situation ending. Okay, I'm going to just try and get a little bit of a clarifier on that Nine of Swords and see what this worry's been about. I just want to see. Let me just shuffle the cards. We're going to use the Radiant Right Tower. What's this worry about? Show me in 3 cards, what is this worry being about? This is what we call a magnifier, so we're going to do a magnifier on that to understand what that was about. So just show me, magnify it for me please, universe, in 3 cards. What was this worry about? The root issue for the Ten of Cups, where we can see that there is a happy conclusion to a very volatile situation. What was that situation showing up in 3 cards? Some people do. So strength. So some of you guys might have felt that you were being strong-armed, or maybe there was somebody really strong. Somebody was putting down something on you. Yeah, you've got the Five of Swords energy. Okay. I feel that with the strength energy showing here in that Five of Swords, I feel that you had a very strong conflict, or you had somebody who was trying to hurt you. The strength card shows somebody who's quite strong. So for example, I did a reading on myself the other day, and it showed me the Empress strength and the Ten of Swords. I was using the enchantment tarot, the everyday enchantment tarot. Now, I know that the Empress was a really good person, so I understood that this person was good, kind. But with the strength card, it felt like this person was also quite forceful, very strong character. And with the Ten of Swords on the everyday enchantment tarot is this person kind of doing this. They're being jabbed at like this with loads of swords, and the cats are scratching at them. But it turned out that on Saturday, my twin sister Kate, she's my business partner, and we're doing something with a company at the moment at the end of the month. And she came over to discuss, you know, the posters and stuff like that we're putting up for it. And she's very, very, you know, she has some very strong ideas about how she wants things to be presented and how she wants me to present myself and this, that and the other. And I remember she was kind of standing there and she's like, no, Carol, we're doing it like this. You're doing it like this. And I remember just doing this like it. I did the same movement that the Ten of Swords. It's because she was so forceful. The strength means somebody who's quite forceful. And this card here and this one might mean that somebody's being quite aggressive. There's a lot of brute force being used against you with those 2 cards showing up here. The Nine of Coins, it could be somewhere in the home. It could be in the home, for example. The Nine of Coins is all about the home. It's all about the property. It might be that some of you guys, because you've got strength and the Five of Swords here. The Five of Swords is somebody who can be quite, you know, quite aggressive. This can be abuse. And the strength card can mean, you know, somebody's quite strong. Somebody's quite, you know, forceful, and somebody's quite abusive. So I'm just seeing somebody quite forceful and quite abusive around you guys. And I feel with the Nine of Coins energy, this is all about something that's happening maybe in your environment, in the home, that type of thing. I'm seeing somebody who's quite strong, basically kind of, this could also be something to do with a dispute over property as well. Five of Swords is the dispute card, and the Nine of Coins can be property. Alright, and the strength card can be about having to withstand. So some of you guys probably could be having to withstand maybe some form of a dispute. Could be over property, or maybe you're dealing with somebody who's quite forceful. It feels to me like they're quite forceful, they're quite abusive perhaps and they're quite forceful in the way that they say things as well. Nine of Coins energy could be about your appearance as well. It might be somebody who was saying stuff about your appearance too, but I feel it's caused a great deal of anxiety with the Nine of Swords. But I feel that this is going to come to a happy conclusion because you've got this person fighting your corner, this person helping you, this King of Wands. Now, in the recent past, what have we got here? We've got the Moon showing up in the recent past. So I actually feel, Cancerians, that some of you guys have been experiencing some depression over this. Alright, however, you've got somebody who's fighting your corner here, King of Wands energy, and they're going to bring this tricky situation to a close. All right, it involves other people because you've got the Five of Swords. So this is either a bully with the Strength card, or this is somebody who's quite forceful and quite aggressive maybe. They might be saying things about your appearance, for example. They might be saying things about your age, for example. This could be somebody who's quite abusive to you in your own property, for example. Or this could be something to do with a dispute over property. But I do feel that you've got somebody, I think you might have been quite depressed about this, some of you Cancerians, with that moon energy in the recent past. But I feel that in January you've got somebody here who's fighting your corner. King of Wands, who better do you need than a King of Wands? And I feel that this is why the energy is showing as it result. The energy around you should be that there's a resolution to this. The most likely outcome though for the situation is the Ten of Wands. Okay, so again another 10 energy showing here. So the most likely outcome is, again, it's coming to an end, but it's going to be a struggle. Because the Ten of Wands, it's a 10, but remember, the multiple 10s tell you that things come to an end, but they come to an end in different ways. So if you've got the Ten of Wands here, it's saying the most likely outcome, therefore, is this will end. It's going to come to the end of its cycle, but perhaps it's going to be, you know, in a difficult way. This is the ending of a struggle as well. So the most likely outcome is the ending of a struggle, I guess, with this Ten of Wands energy showing here. Now, what we've got coming in, though, even though the energy around you is that this is coming to the end of its cycle, I see something closing itself. There's closure on a matter in January. Coming in, what you're going to experience. Wow, the Lovers. So there could be an agreement happening here with the Lovers energy showing up. I don't think this is a love reading. I just feel that there's an agreement on something here with the Lovers. Or it could be a choice being made. Who are you guys showing as being? So this is this area here. Can't quite see it here because the cards don't allow for that space. But it feels like this area here, Cancerians, is all about... how you see yourself, how you're dealing with the situation. So you see yourself as being the Emperor, which is good. You see yourself as being in control with the Emperor energy. So we can see here in the external factors how Cancerians see themselves. You see yourself as being very strong in the matter, very much in control, which is lovely with the Emperor energy. And also you see yourself as someone who's not going to back down. However, you have been worried here with the Nine of Swords. The root issue is all about being worried with the Nine of Swords. You're not allowing that to bring you down, though, which is really good. Because you see yourself as being the Emperor. So you're kind of like fighting fire with fire here with that Emperor energy. If you see yourself as being the Emperor, Cancerians, you see yourself as being very much in control of the situation. You're not going to back down. You're going to stand by your beliefs. Okay, and as a result of that energy, and as a result of this energy here, what you bring along with this then is the Ten of Cups. So the energy around you is about resolution. You're resolving, you're trying to resolve a situation in the best way that you possibly can, because the root issue is all about the Nine of Swords. There's been some worry, there's been some anxiety here. It's to do with somebody who's probably quite abusive in terms of maybe, you know, your property. Maybe somebody's trying to take things that you've got. Somebody's trying to strong arm you. The Strength energy. The Five of Swords can be taking things as well. So it could be somebody's trying to strong arm you. They're trying to take your possessions, for example. Five of Swords and the Nine of Coins. Somebody could be trying to take your possessions, for example. Somebody might be abusing you about your appearance, that type of thing. But you are standing strong as that Emperor. And there is a determination here, I feel, to bring this situation to a close. What's also influencing this is because you have somebody who's just as determined as you, showing us that King of Wands. Even though there has been some anxiety and worry around the situation, you are determined to bring it to a close. And therefore, the most likely outcome will be with this Ten of Wands energy, that, the challenge finally comes to an end. Coming in is the Lovers, could be an agreement. Now, this area here is things happening. This is the kind of, I think they call it the external, is it the external influence or something like that area? Because I have my own ideas for where these areas should be. Sometimes I used to call this the incoming influences. But it is like an incoming influence, because this area here is an area that you can't control. Alright, so let's have a look at what's going on. Sometimes this is what's called the environment. So this is kind of like the environment that you're in, or the people around you, or how people say, but that's just to kind of crazy for me to look at it in that way. So we're going to have a look at what's coming in, things that you can't control. Right, we've got a Queen of Water here, Cancer, and that can be you, obviously, but this is what's coming in. This is something that you cannot control. If you can't control this, then this is you not being able to control opening your heart to the situation, not wanting any anger, not wanting any type of fight, because that's the Queen of Cups. This is somebody who comes to a situation with understanding. And if that is you, then this is you. You can't control yourself, kind of just trying to empathise and understand the situation. I don't think you want war in this. I just don't feel that you want war. I feel that if you're going to get hard ass, you will get hard ass on it. Cancerians, I think if you're going to get hard ass, you'll be like, if I have to get hard ass, I will. But I would prefer to resolve this in a better way. I'm seeing you guys wanting to resolve a situation and not resort to kind of nasty tactics. Okay? Showing here. You want to resolve a situation in the best of ways. That could also be a person who's coming in to help. Alright? Showing here. Another individual around you coming in to help. What are your hopes or fears? The Eight of Wands is the hope. I think that you would hope that this situation would resolve itself very quickly with the Eight of Wands. What's the overall outcome we're looking at then? Okay, the Four of Water in reverse though. The Four of Cups reverse. I actually feel that the situation gets resolved with that Four of Swords and Four of Cups in the reverse. Because the Four of Cups in the upright says there's a lack of satisfaction. Somebody's kind of saying no. But it feels like there's a resolution here with this. And it feels like if coming in is the Lovers, which is there's an agreement here with the Lovers energy, then the overall outcome from that is that the situation with the Four of Cups energy is in the reverse, is resolved. It feels like that to me. We're going to clarify that anyway in 3 cards. What do you mean by the outcome is the Four of Cups in the reverse? What do you mean by the outcome is the Four of Cups in the reverse in 3 cards? Let's magnify that. So yeah, look, see what came out? 3 of Cups, an agreement here. Oh, but we've got the Moon energy showing up here. Okay, so agreement, for me with the Moon energy, it feels like it's uncertain though. So that's not that Four of Cups, that it cannot be resolution. It could be that the situation is left floundering. Sometimes the Four of Cups in the reverse means that we have a fresh start. But it's being clarified by these cards here. The Moon energy and the Knight of Wands showing up here. Okay. I feel that there is an agreement, but somebody's still uncertain here about the Knight of Wands energy. I mean, the Moon energy, it could be an agreement within 1 month, though, actually. That's what it feels like more than anything, actually. It feels like, it actually feels like it might be timing. Like, there's an agreement here. Maybe within 1 month, the situation's going to move or it's going to change. Knight of Wands is all about change. Feels like within 1 month, the situation will change. So it feels like by February, it feels like that Moon is timing for some reason. That's how it feels. Feels like I mean, the Three of Cups as well can be, it depends on what story it is for you, if I'm being completely honest. It feels on what, you know, whatever the story is for you. That's how it feels. Because we've got this energy here. And it feels like you're being strong-armed here. Somebody might be trying to take your possession in this area here, Cancerians. Somebody might be kind of really quite abusive with that strength and the Five of Swords energy. They might be abusing you in your own environment, for example. They might be abusing you about your appearance. The Nine of Coins can be your appearance. Somebody might be jealous of the things that you've got. It just feels like you're being abused by someone. Someone's trying to take something that you've got, or somebody's jealous over something that you've got, or somebody's saying something about you. You know, it feels like somebody's trying to kind of strong-arm you and put you in a certain position in this area here. But you guys are showing us the Emperor, and you're showing us kind of how you approach a situation is with a formidable energy. You're not going to back down. You know, you feel completely in control of the situation, which is why the energy around January into February is all about resolving a situation in the best of ways. That's what the focus is going to be on. Resolving a situation in the best of ways. Now, influencing that is a King of Wands, and I think that this is somebody who may be helping you with the situation, but also the King of Wands is all about trying to get some success. I do feel you guys have been worried. I do feel that you guys have been worried with that Moon energy there. I think that you've been very fearful in a way, even though you've been trying to keep your head above water and you've been trying to stay in control. I do think in the recent past. And it's interesting, I love this Moon card because this Moon card shows a cat on it. Now, usually cats don't like water. They tend to flap about. Apparently they hate water. Yet this one is sitting in water. sitting there and it's not moving. So this is probably not being anxious, or even if you have been feeling anxious, you've been controlling it. Same as that Emperor. They're very similar. This one is in absolute control. This one is trying to remain in control. So I do feel that you've actually tried to keep control of the situation in the recent past. I really do. All right, because there's somebody who's attacking you here, I think. They're trying to take what you have. There's jealousy here. Or they're trying to put you down. All right? There could be something about property, money, that type of thing. And there's been a great deal of anxiety. But you guys, how you see yourself is the Emperor. You will overcome in the end. You're going to achieve. You're going to win. You know, you're going to remain in control. In the recent past, yes, you've had worries, but you're not going to give in to those worries with the moon, with the cat sitting in the water, yeah? You've got somebody here who's also helping you to try and bring this situation to a successful close that benefits everyone. And if you carry on doing this, the most likely outcome is that you're going to finally overcome the challenge with the Ten of Wands energy showing here. Now, you've got this Lovers coming in, and it's talking about, I think, an agreement. But I'm going to clarify what that Lovers is. What do you mean by the Lovers is coming in 3 cards? What do you mean the Lovers is coming in 3 cards? Right, the Magician. This could be somebody who you're communicating with, the Magician, or somebody who's an expert. For example, Page of Wands energy showing here. So that's somebody who's this is like somebody who's an expert communicator. Page of Wands energy. Page of Wands is all about communication, putting things out there. The Magician is somebody who can make things happen, is highly skilled. Feels like you've got a really skilled communicator around you. Page of Swords energy, who's going to defend you with the Page of Swords. So this could be somebody who you get as a representative. I filled in this area here. You're getting somebody who's a representative. Somebody who's going to... So this might be a legal situation. This might be more serious than just somebody who's trying to put you down for something. It feels like you've got somebody who's quite a formidable opponent, because the Five of Swords is also an opponent. I've got here that there's been worries. There's a formidable opponent, and it's something to do with money or property matters for some of you guys showing here. And it feels here like you've got support. So I'm going to say that this card here, the Lovers, is supportive energy. And it feels like you've got somebody who's highly skilled in communication with that Page of Wands energy, and with the Page of Swords energy, they're very good at defending you. So this person will want to defend you. They're going to be your mouthpiece. It feels like you're getting, for some of you guys, it looks like there's some legal representation for some of you guys showing up here. Now, what you can't control is the Queen of Cups energy coming in. All right, and I'm going to just clarify what that Queen of Cups is. What do you mean the Queen of Cups is the... in the environmental area? You said this is something that they can't control coming in. What do you mean by the Queen of Cups in 2 to 3 cards? Right, the Sun. All right, so the Sun is all about happiness and joy and resolution, positive resolution. Oh, and the Ace of Wands energy showing up here. So this is new beginnings showing up. Oh, you showed up again. There you are, the Queen of Cups energy. I just feel that this, it feels like you can't control the fact that you guys are kind of, I think this is you. Because I feel that this is, because you've got whoever this is here, this kind of representation that you need here, Cancerians, it feels that what's coming in is this really positive kind of, with this Queen, and this is what you can't control coming in. I think it's you. Or this will be somebody around you who comes in and says, you know what, I know we can do this, we can resolve this. This feels like somebody who is envisaging, who is dreaming, who is fantasizing about having this positive resolution with the Ace of Wands and the Sun energy to the situation. All right? And I think that that's something that you can't control. It might not be, it might be somebody else who comes in and says, look, we're going to do this. We are going to do this. We're going to win this. We're going to win this battle. Because I see a battle here. I see a battle, but I see somebody who is bringing positivity, actually. I don't think it's you. I think it's a friend. I think in your environment, you've got somebody who's bringing you a lot of positivity. So you have a lot of support here. You've not only got this King of Wands showing up here who's helping to bring the situation to a conclusion. That could be a friend or just somebody who's helping you. You've also got coming in further support, somebody who is an expert. It doesn't have to be somebody who's legal, but maybe this person can talk on your behalf. I see this person defending you through communication with the Page of Swords energy. This person is a skilled communicator. This person knows how to put an email together. They know how to communicate the concerns, the problems. They want to, to resolve it. This could be legal representation or somebody else who's representing you in another way. And influences around you are that you have somebody here who is very much wanting to have a positive resolution, and they're bringing in a lot of positive energy. They're opening up. They've got the cup here, so it almost feels like the energy is coming from the cup. They're bringing a lot of positive energy to the situation. A friend, somebody who really believes that this can be resolved, possibly even through meditation and prayer, showing up here. Your hopes would be to resolve the situation quickly. Now, the outcome from this magician, page of wands and the page of swords, it feels like this is a very skilled communicator here who's trying to resolve the situation for you. This is somebody who you work in alliance with. The lovers could be somebody who you work very closely with, in partnership with, somebody who's very skilled, very expert in in communication and getting situations resolved. It could be a legal person or somebody who's got a lot of knowledge in this area here. It feels like connecting with this and this area here, where you've got somebody who's bringing a lot of positive energy, somebody who believes that the situation can be resolved. The overall outcome from that will be the Four of Cups in the reverse. I feel that you're going to get a quick answer. I think you're going to get a quick answer. I think with the Four of Cups in the reverse, it's really saying that you're going to, for me, it feels like it's a quick answer. It feels like there's going to be a resolution here. Four of Cups reversed. Now, I could have read the Four of Cups in the reverse as you. Cancerians, because the Four of Cups is actually third decan in Cancer, isn't it? It's third decan in Cancer. So that could easily be your energy, the Four of Cups, but you would be showing as being, with the Four of Cups energy, resolving the situation. And it's clarifying, and it's saying I feel that there is an agreement here. I think within 1 month, the situation is going to shift. With this Knight of Wands, there's going to be a move in the situation. So I would actually probably look at those cards and think to myself, judging on this one here and this one here, that within 1 month, that Moon card, within 30 days from the time that this reading goes out, that there's going to be resolution, because we've got the agreement of the Three of Cups. I feel that kind of connecting with this energy here, because everything looks so good, I would read that as timing. So within 1 month, there's going to be an agreement and the situation is going to shift, or there's going to be an agreement that the situation is, to move, or that the person's going to exit the situation, or this, that, and the other, or they'll give up on the situation or let it go or something, because that's a movement card with the Knight of Wands energy. So I feel that I think it's a very good outcome. I think that the situation within 1 month will be resolved, but you've got to if it resonates with you Cancerians, you've got to give yourself a clap on the back. Because even though, and I think it shows here and here, this is how you approached everything, being the Emperor, being completely in control, not willing to back down, standing by your beliefs. When things got a bit heavy and when you were sitting in the water like the cat, you weren't flapping around and going nuts. You were kind of like, okay, all right, I'm a little bit uncomfortable, but I'm going to deal with it. And I think that this is kind of testament to the fact that if you remain calm in a situation when something feels very difficult, when something feels like it's, there's a formidable energy against you, when you feel like you're going to lose something. I think there's two things in this reading that we can kind of learn from. Number one is, if you remain calm and you have the power of belief in the self, you can achieve anything, because it's the energy that goes into a situation that sometimes determines what the outcome will be. The other thing is, if you have people who are praying for you, people who are helping you as well, friends who are support, and I can just see support all around you. If it resonates with you, I just see support all around you, Cancerians, on the situation. All right, I see the King of Wands supporting you, because he is also an influence on the focus for the month being on the situation getting resolved with the Ten of Cups. You've got somebody who you're very close to here. It could be a family member here, but it could also be maybe somebody who you work legally with, an expert communicator, somebody who's very good at defending the truth, speaking up for the truth with that Page of Swords energy, defending your honour, getting information out there, that type of thing. 2 communication cards and a magician, somebody who's a real expert in that field. You've also got whoever this woman is. I don't think it's you, I think it's somebody else coming in and around you who's influencing this energy here. Somebody who is very upbeat, somebody who's very positive, but also somebody who believes in the power of prayer, somebody who meditates and really, really believes that there's going to be a powerful outcome. And I feel that because you've got all of these positive energies around you, you cannot fail. And I do feel that there will be an agreement with that Three of Cups within 1 month with that Moon energy, and the situation is going to shift, or the person's going to leave, that type of thing. Okay, that is your reading, my darlings. Let's quickly get, before we go, a advice card. We're going to go to the Angels of Abundance by Doreen Virtue. Now, I know Doreen Virtue is now a born-again Christian and she's called all us tarot readers evil and everything. But I did pray and I did ask God if it was okay to still use her cards. And it says yes. It says, don't stop. Communicate clearly if you believe. So I know that, and I asked these cards, so it might have been another set of cards, but I know that they were saying, yeah, it was fine to use them. Okay, let's have a quick look at what the advice is then. Universe, Spirit, what is the advice in one card? What advice do you have for, what advice do you have? What advice do you have for Cancerians for this month? Show me. Right, saying clean energy food. So it says, when you fuel your body with a healthful organic diet, you increase your energy levels and ability to focus. This automatically leads to more efficiency, better ideas and a higher vibration, which attracts golden opportunities and beneficial relationships. Fantastic. All right, that is your reading. I would like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, my darlings. If you'd like a personal reading, you can either click on the link in the comment section below, excuse me, or you can click on the end screen. Okay, take care, guys. See you next week. Bye-bye.